Snark Squad, babes, it is Tuesday morning.
Oh, it is aggressively Tuesday morning.
Like deeply Tuesday. And we are spiraling.
Completely spiraling.
Because the long weekend is officially over.
Tragic, honestly.
It is. And the dental offices, they are calling, babes. They're calling to confirm those appointments.
The ones you booked 6 months ago and just prayed would magically disappear?
Exactly those. And we are not ready. I'm literally not ready for the real world today.
I don't think anyone is.
No. So I actually filled in my gratitude journal this morning.
Oh, wow. Look at you.
Yeah.
Health and wellness.
Right. I was feeling very mindful.
So, babes, to everyone listening, we are actively manifesting right now.
What are we manifesting? Let's hear the list.
Okay. We are manifesting a lottery win.
Obviously. Yeah.
Or, you know, a massive podcast sponsor for the Snark side here.
We love corporate money.
We do. Or, honestly, a sugar daddy.
Honestly, any of the three works at this point.
Literally any of the three. I am not picky today. I just need funding. We just need someone to manage our lives. Like a sugar daddy who just handles the inbox.
And buys the iced coffees.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The bar is literally on the floor today.
It really is because, okay, speaking of wellness, I went to Pilates again this morning.
Wait, again. 2 days in a row? Who are you right now?
I know. I was on that reformer, just sweating it out. And babes, I felt so put together.
The delusion is so real.
It is a complete delusion. Like,
Yeah.
I walked out of that studio feeling like I was genuinely ready for a personal assistant.
You could just hand someone your keys and be like, handle my schedule.
Exactly. But then I had to remind myself, we need personal assistant money first.
Yeah, you have to be able to pay them.
Minor detail. But the delusion was completely shattered anyway.
Oh, no. What happened?
Because, okay, so I wake up this morning, right, well, after Pilates.
Right, your wellness era.
My wellness era. And I go down to my apartment garage.
Okay.
I walk up to my car, and babes.
Don't even say it. I'm getting stressed again just thinking about the text you sent me.
It is keyed.
In an enclosed garage.
A secure, enclosed, luxury apartment garage. A literal jagged white line of pure malicious intent right down the passenger side door.
I am still hyperventilating over this. Like, who does that?
We are so pissed. Like, we are doing a full investigation.
Because it requires a fob to get in there.
Exactly.
So the call is coming from inside the building.
Oh, obviously, it's the neighbor on the third floor.
Oh my God, the one who complained about your music?
Yes. Obviously, it's him.
Well, you know, just kidding.
Wait.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. We don't need a lawsuit on a Tuesday.
No, but seriously, the absolute betrayal. You think your car is safe in your secure little bubble, right?
Right.
And you wake up to find someone just took a piece of metal to your paint job. I am unwell. I need a coffee check right now.
Coffee check. Let's do it.
Iced coffees, caramel flavor, on deck.
Buzzing through our veins as we speak.
And yes, for anyone watching the video feed right now, those are 12-grain bagels sitting right here.
We are healthy now.
As we should be. 12 grains. The grains scientifically cancel out the caramel syrup. That is just basic biology.
It really is. That's what my Pilates instructor told me.
I'm sure she did.
But look, let the caffeine hit. Because that keyed car, it is actually the perfect transition.
Oh, I see where you're going with this.
Right, because you think you are safe in a secure environment, like a garage. Or, I don't know, a reality TV summer house in the Hamptons.
Oh my God.
And then, boom, someone you trust completely ruins your life.
It is the ultimate betrayal.
So if you think a keyed car is a betrayal, babes, wait until you hear what is happening with Batula and West Wilson.
We need to pivot from personal, petty apartment drama to the absolute biggest reality TV betrayal blowing up the group chats this morning.
We are doing a full deep dive today. We've got legal filings, PR statements, deleted TikTok clapbacks.
The amount of sources we have to get through today is staggering.
It really is. Because they didn't just break the internet, they took a sledgehammer to it.
And then set it on fire.
And then, after setting it on fire, they issued a joint PR statement about how their feelings evolved.
Which we need to analyze from a pure crisis management perspective. Because it is a disaster.
Let me just read this absolute nonsense statement, because it is a masterclass in PR spin.
Please do. I need to hear it out loud again to believe it's real.
Okay, they posted this to both of their Instagrams. Quote, "We've seen the growing online speculation, so while this is still very new, we wanted to provide some clarity. It was never our intention to purposefully hide anything."
Okay, pause right there. Stop right there. Look at the mechanics of that sentence.
It's so bad.
Never our intention to purposefully hide anything. That is the most passive voice, lawyer-approved, PR scrub sentence I have ever heard.
Right. Like, who talks like that?
Nobody.
Yeah.
In the PR world, this is called the forced hand tactic.
Oh, explain that.
So they are claiming they are only speaking because the public forced them to, due to, quote-unquote, speculation.
Ah, so shifting the blame.
Exactly. It suddenly shifts the blame to the audience for being nosy. And furthermore, when you are sneaking around with your best friend's ex-flame and keeping it completely off the grid, you are, by definition, purposefully hiding it.
Exactly. Thank you. And it gets so much worse. Let me keep reading.
Go ahead.
They say, quote, given the complicated dynamics involved and the scrutiny that comes with being on a reality show, we needed a little space to process things privately before speaking on it.
Complicated dynamic.
Complicated dynamics. That's what we are calling Ciara Miller now.
A literal human being.
A complicated dynamic. I can't.
It completely minimizes the human collateral damage. They are trying to sanitize the entire betrayal.
Like it's an HR issue.
Exactly. They want it to sound like a delicate HR restructuring at a corporate retreat, not a massive, devastating violation of girl code.
It is the audacity for me.
Oh,
but
yeah?
They conclude it with this. Our connection grew out of a genuine, long-standing friendship, which made it especially important for us to approach this with care.
Approach this with care.
How is making out with your best friend's former fling, while he allegedly has a secret girlfriend, approaching anything with care?
Well, let's bring the timeline into this, because this is where the analytical breakdown just completely destroys their entire narrative.
Yes, let's talk about the secret girlfriend.
We need to talk about Mejia Moreno.
Babes, God bless Montana girls, because they do not hold back.
They really don't.
Yeah.
See, the old PR playbook says you drop a statement, turn off comments, and let it blow over.
Right. But it's 2026.
Exactly. The new PR reality is TikTok. And Mejia is not staying silent.
No, she is not. So for everyone listening, reports are confirming that Wes was highly exclusive with Mejia in the fall and winter of 2025.
This wasn't a casual fling.
Not at all. She had met his family. She had met his close friends. They were fully integrated.
And someone commented on her Instagram, right? They said, I know that man is sweating right now.
Yes. And Mejia, absolute queen behavior, responds, isn't he always?
I gasped. I literally gasped when I saw that comment.
The shade is just so subtle but so lethal.
And then it gets better. Someone flat out asks her in the comments if she is currently dating West.
And her response, quote, I heard he's navigating evolved feelings with someone right now.
Mocking the exact phrasing of the joint statement.
I love the modern internet so much.
It is brilliant. In like 2010, Amanda and West's publicist could have just planted a sanitized story in a tabloid, and that would be the end of it.
Definitely.
But now, the scorned ex-girlfriend can just hop on TikTok, stitch a video, and completely dismantle a $10,000 PR strategy for free in 15 seconds.
But the timeline of it all is what really makes me sick.
Walk us through the timeline.
Because West allegedly lied to Mejia. He told her all those rumors about Amanda were totally fake. And he only called her to confess after he got caught making out with Amanda.
So he is actively manipulating the narrative behind the scenes. He's telling his exclusive girlfriend not to worry, that the internet is just making things up.
Exactly. And it wasn't just Mejia he was lying to.
All right. Let's rewind to March 24th.
Where was Wes Wilson on March 24th?
He was on Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen.
Looking dead into the camera, looking dead into Andy's eyes, and lying.
Sitting in the clubhouse exactly 1 week before this joint statement dropped.
1 week.
And he said Amanda was, quote, just a friend. He literally said she was single and that he needed to show her the streets a little bit.
I am furious. Like, the Trojan horse of it all.
Oh, that's a good way to put it.
Look, Wes came onto Summer House playing this lovable, goofy guy act.
Totally.
He's self-deprecating. He wears the funny hats. He has that Midwest swagger. He plays the concerned friend to everyone.
The golden retriever energy.
But babes, that is a Trojan horse for toxic boy behavior.
Right.
He's the guy who wears a backwards cap and smiles so brightly you don't even notice he's actively pouring gasoline on your living room floor.
That is a great analogy, but let me push back slightly.
Okay, push back.
Is he a calculated mastermind, or is he just a profoundly immature guy who got caught up in the Bravo fame machine and totally panicked? Because think about it. A true PR mastermind wouldn't go on live television and tell a verifiable lie a week before the truth came out.
That's true.
That's not calculated malice. That's just sloppy, panicked self-preservation.
Okay, I hear that. I do. He might be panicking on TV, but the lies to the exclusive girlfriend, that's calculated.
Yeah, that's harder to defend.
You don't accidentally tell your girlfriend that the rumors are fake while you are actively hooking up with your castmate.
Fair point. Very fair point.
And then we have Amanda.
Oh, Amanda.
You have to look at Amanda like a classic soap opera villain. You know the ones.
The ones who cry while they ruin your life.
Exactly. They cry while they are actively stabbing you in the back. They play the woe is me victim card so well.
Contrast her with her ex, Kyle Cooke.
Oh my God, yes. Compare them. Kyle's just a loud, obvious mess.
Right. When Kyle messes up, he screams it across the backyard and sends a 17-page drunken text message at 3 a.m.
Everyone knows what Kyle's doing. But Amanda. Amanda is a silent assassin.
She quietly operates in the background, plotting.
And then drops a perfectly curated statement about navigating evolved feelings.
Well, let's look at the karma of it all.
Please.
Because corporate karma is swift, and it is beautiful to watch.
It really is.
Amanda and West thought this statement would control the narrative. They thought they could get ahead of it. But the brands are looking at the analytics and saying, absolutely not.
They are running for the hills. Tell them about the ad.
So West was just edited out of a massive Marriott Bonvoy ad campaign in partnership with the NCAA.
Erased. Digitally scrubbed from the internet.
Literally removed. Let's explain how this works behind the scenes.
Yeah, break it down.
A brand like Marriott pays a premium to align with a reality star. They want to tap into that highly engaged audience.
Right.
So they initially posted the video with him in it. But the comment section immediately flooded with negativity from fans defending Ciara.
The Snark squad went to work.
They absolutely did. Marriott's social media managers looked at the sentiment analysis, saw it was overwhelmingly negative, and pulled the plug.
They deleted the entire ad.
Deleted it, edited him out completely, and reposted it with just his podcast co-host, Sophie Cunningham.
I mean, that is peak reality TV punishment right there.
When the corporate sponsors run the other way, you know your PR strategy has failed on a fundamental level.
And it wasn't just West. Amanda got dropped from an E.D. Parker campaign, too.
The brands do not want the heat. They are risk-averse.
But you know who the brands do want. You know who they are actively throwing money at right now.
Ciara Miller.
Ciara is securing the bag, babes.
As she should.
Brands are flooding her with endorsement deals right now. Everyone wants to work with her.
PR experts are literally calling it the Ariana Madix post-Scandoval effect.
Yes. Let's analyze that effect.
It's fascinating. It's not just about sympathy. It's about algorithmic engagement.
Right, because sympathy doesn't always equal sale.
Exactly. But scorned women on reality TV right now, they drive unparalleled digital engagement.
We love to rally behind them.
The audience forms this parasocial protective barrier around them. They want to support the victim, so they engage heavily with any content featuring them. They buy the products, they click the affiliate links.
Yes.
And brands buy engagement. So Ciara isn't just a victim right now. She is a highly valuable digital commodity.
Wow. That's so true.
By staying silent and classy, she is maximizing her market value.
She really is. While Amanda and West are scrambling to delete comments and putting out these word salad statements, Ciara is just existing, and the money is rolling in.
And she is giving us just enough cryptic content to keep us fed.
Oh my God, the meme.
Did you see it?
Yes. She posted a meme on her Instagram story. Let me describe it for anyone who missed it.
It's so good.
It's an image of Jesus, right? And he's reaching out for a small teddy bear that a little girl is holding.
Right.
But behind his back, he is holding a massive, giant teddy bear.
Mm-hmm.
And the caption says, "Just trust me." And the girl replies, "But I love it, God."
It's so subtle.
It's basically saying, like, losing West feels like a loss right now, but something so much bigger and better is coming.
It's brilliant restraint. She isn't throwing mud. She isn't engaging in the mess. She is just letting the universe and her publicist handle her light work.
And honestly, the universe is delivering.
Oh, massively. Did you see the video of the New York City mayor?
Zoran Mamdani. Yes. I am losing my mind over this crossover event.
The most unexpected crossover.
Truly. He gets ambushed on the street in NYC by Adam Glenn, right?
Yeah, the paparazzi guy.
And Adam asks the mayor to weigh in on the summer house drama.
Which is an unhinged question to ask a politician.
Totally unhinged. But the mayor, who is a seasoned politician, admits he isn't fully caught up on the intricate gossip.
Right. He's like, I don't know the specifics.
But then he looks at the camera and says, quote, "That's rough. I guess the first thing I would say to her is, thank you for saving people's lives. She was a nurse, I think. We appreciate that. We appreciate her in New York City.
The mayor of New York City is Team Ciara.
I know. And the best part, during the same interview, he admits he has absolutely no idea who Kyle Cooke is.
Absolute perfection.
Like, who is Kyle? The mayor doesn't know.
That is how you win a breakup and a betrayal. You get the mayor's endorsement, you get the brand deals, and your enemies get digitally erased from hotel commercials. It is a flawless victory.
A masterclass. Now, speaking of summer house messes and corporate brand deals,
Oh boy,
let's transition to the absolute masters of monetizing a disaster.
the true professionals.
Because while West and Amanda are losing ads and fumbling the bag, Lindsay Hubbard and Carl Radke are actively filming them together.
The sheer whiplash I experienced opening Instagram and seeing this campaign.
Babes, I needed an oxygen tank. I couldn't breathe.
We have to break down the visual semiotics of this ad because it is a surrealist masterpiece.
It really is. Lindsay and Carl, the most toxic, volatile, former engaged couple in Bravo history, reunited for an Uber Eats ad.
And they didn't just reunite.
No.
They explicitly mocked the viral Carl's a mess meme.
The meme that Kyle Cooke accidentally unleashed on the world seasons ago.
So let's picture the set design for you listening. You have a teary-eyed Carl sitting on a couch,
Looking so sad.
and he is surrounded by a literal puddle of crumpled tissues. There are empty pizza boxes everywhere, crushed Loverboy cans.
It is the physical manifestation of a depressive breakdown.
Yes. And then the camera pans.
And there she is. There's Lindsay Hubbard, his former fiancée, the woman he had a catastrophic, deeply publicized split with just months prior.
Months.
And she is just awkwardly patting his arm while he fake cries over pizza.
And the tagline for the ad pops up on the screen, delivering cleanup for any mess.
The layers of meta-commentary here are just astounding.
It's art. And they even included a cameo.
Oh my God, Wesley Stripes.
Wesley Stripes, the famous zebra statue from their shared apartment that became a symbol of their domestic life. It is just chilling in the corner of the ad watching this all happen.
I think Wesley Stripes was just as confused as we were. Oh, absolutely. But the icing on the cake, the absolute cherry on top of this chaotic sundae, is what Lindsay commented on the post.
Tell them.
She wrote, quote, I unblocked him for this.
That is the most iconic, unhinged, deeply relatable 2026 energy possible.
It really is.
But let's look at the economics of this. Why do they do this?
Because the check cleared.
Exactly.
It makes me think of two rival politicians forming a coalition government.
That's exactly what it is.
Behind closed doors, they probably despise each other. They probably communicate strictly through their legal teams.
100%.
But the second they step onto the public stage and that Uber Eats budget is on the table, they are a united front ready to pass the budget and clear the check.
It is the absolute genius of leaning into the joke. Think about the landscape right now.
Yeah.
The rest of the cast, right? Amanda, Wes, Kyle.
Yeah.
They are fighting for their lives in the court of public opinion.
They are writing statements. They are hiding.
Exactly. But Lindsay and Carl looked at the discourse. They looked at their own messy history, put their toxicity in a lockbox for 4 hours, and cleared what I can only speculate is a massive six-figure Uber Eats check.
It has to be six figures.
How easily. Uber Eats isn't just buying ad space. They're buying cultural relevance. They're buying the viral moment.
And it proves the fundamental law of Bravo, babes. Money heals all wounds.
At least temporarily.
But let me push back on this, though. I have a question for you.
Go for it.
Does this destroy the authenticity of the show for you?
How do you mean?
Well, if we, the audience, know that they can just pause their deep, visceral hatred for each other the second a brand waves a check in their face, why should we care about their screamy matches on screen? Doesn't it just expose the whole thing as a grift?
Okay, that's a completely fair critique. But I'd argue that the audience's relationship with reality TV has evolved.
Okay, explain.
We no longer view it as a strict documentary, right? We view it as a wrestling match.
Oh, like WWE.
Exactly. We know the feuds are real, but we also know the performance of the feud is part of their job.
That makes sense.
So seeing them drop the performance to secure a bag doesn't ruin the illusion. It just adds a new layer to the meta-narrative. We applaud the hustle.
I guess you're right. We do love a hustle. Which begs the question to you listening right now.
Oh, this is the real question.
Would you unblock your most toxic ex for an Uber Eats check?
I mean,
Because, babes, I would do it for a free bagel, let alone a full commercial rate.
a 12-grain bagel with a caramelized coffee.
Yes.
I'd unblock an ex their mother and their new partner for that.
Exactly. I'd invite them to breakfast.
We have no morals when it comes to iced coffee.
None. But from the highly staged, heavily produced, financially lucrative messes of Summer House, we unfortunately have to pivot to the very real federal, you actually went to prison messes of Salt Lake City.
Oh boy.
Because the scammer supreme is back on the streets. Well, sort of.
Jen Shah.
Jen Shah has broken her silence.
I still can't believe this interview.
So she was released from federal prison in December 2025. And she just gave a massive interview to People magazine.
Which is wild because she is currently on home confinement.
Right.
Let's explain the legal mechanics here for a second. Under the First Step Act, federal inmates can transition to home confinement for the remainder of their sentence.
Okay.
So she is stuck at home until August. She is still technically a federal inmate under the jurisdiction of the Bureau of Prisons.
Still an inmate.
Exactly. She explained in the interview how she can leave the house and everything has to be strictly approved. Employment, religious services, medical appointments.
Tough.
But she specifically mentioned a phrase that sent me into an analytical tailspin.
I know exactly what you're going to say.
Hygiene passes.
Hygiene passes.
She said, quote, I can go to Target. It's called hygiene passes. You get to go to the store and Target, or different places like that, to do your shopping and take care of things.
I am absolutely losing my mind over this imagery.
It's so vivid.
Spiral with me for a second. Just imagine it. You are walking into Target, maybe grabbing a Starbucks at the front, and you stroll over to the dollar spot.
As one does.
And who is aggressively digging through the $3 seasonal tier trays. Jen Shah.
Fresh out of federal lockup.
Wearing an ankle monitor under a designer sweatpant, fighting for a discounted candle and a hygiene pass.
It is dystopic reality TV perfection.
It is.
But let's clarify what a hygiene pass actually is in the federal probation system.
Yes, please.
It is not a fun Target run where you browse throw pillows for 2 hours and sip a Frappuccino.
Right.
It is a strictly monitored, time-limited window granted to an inmate to procure basic living necessities. Soap, toothpaste, groceries.
Essentials.
Exactly. So the fact that Jen Shah is spinning a strict federal restriction into a relatable, quirky influencer moment like, oh, I get to go to Target.
Yeah.
It shows a level of psychological manipulation that is honestly impressive. She is trying to normalize her incarceration.
Oh, completely. The psychology on display in this interview is deeply disturbing. It's studied.
She is demonstrating a level of delusion that is almost studious, yes. Like, look at how she addressed Andy Cohen.
Oh, this is wild.
Because Andy previously said he never wanted to see her again.
Very definitive.
Very. And Jen's response, she said Andy has a right to his opinion, but then she pivots and blames her lawyers.
Of course she does.
She claims she was directed by counsel not to give interviews and that false narratives took on a life of their own, but she wasn't allowed to speak up to correct them.
Notice the mechanism of what she did there. It's called externalization of blame.
Explain that.
It is a classic trait of narcissistic personalities in recovery or post-crisis. She isn't taking accountability for the massive telemarketing wire fraud scheme that actively defrauded elderly people out of their life savings.
Right, the actual crime.
She's framing it as, oh, poor me, my strict lawyers wouldn't let me clear up these false rumors.
As if she was the victim of bad PR.
Exactly. No, Jen, you plead guilty to federal crimes. The narrative wasn't false. You went to prison. The lawyers didn't gag you to hide the truth. They gagged you to stop you from further incriminating yourself.
Exactly.
And the delusion doesn't stop there. The way she brought up Heather Gay's black eye.
This gave me chills.
She said, quote, we do need to talk about that black eye, the alleged black eye. I need to talk to her about that. You know what? I need to call her. I need to call her about that.
Yeah.
I do need to get on that. That's on the top of my list, actually.
She's talking about an incident of alleged physical assault that terrified her castmate. An incident that became a massive, dark cloud over the entire franchise.
Yeah.
And she talks about it like it's a funny piece of forgotten gossip she needs to catch up on over brunch. Oh, I need to call her about that.
It's chilling. It shows a complete lack of empathy or understanding of the gravity of her own actions.
It really does.
It is so dark. And the cast update she gave, she claims Meredith Marks has been consistently supportive.
Interesting.
That Meredith and Seth would reach out to Coach Shah to check in. Now, I have to push back on Meredith here.
Go for it.
Why? Why is Meredith Marks, who presents herself as this beacon of high-end morality and legal ethics, consistently supporting a convicted fraudster who actively scammed the elderly? make it make sense.
It doesn't make sense if you look at it morally.
Right.
But if you look at it strategically, through the lens of pure alliance building for future seasons, it makes perfect sense.
The gay.
Meredith knows Jen Shah is a lightning rod for attention. If Jen ever makes it back to the screen, Meredith wants to be on the right side of that hurricane.
That's so cynical, but so true. Jen also said she sent Mary Cosby a card after her son passed, which, okay, basic human decency.
Sure.
But then she says she wants to rekindle her relationship with Lisa Barlow.
She is actively, aggressively campaigning to get back on television.
Oh, she is plotting her comeback tour. She said she's looking at media opportunities, maybe a podcast, maybe a book.
But babes, brace yourselves. Because of the last thing she said?
Oh my God. Yes. Tell them.
Jen Shah said she wants to write a fictional Broadway musical about a women's prison.
I read that and stared at the wall for 5 minutes.
Let's analyze the sheer absurdity of this.
Jen Shah treating her stint in federal prison for defrauding pensioners like it was just an intensive hands-on method acting workshop for a Broadway musical is the most terrifying level of narcissism we have ever seen on Bravo.
It really is.
Imagine sitting in a theater, the lights dim, and the curtain rises on a Jen Shah prison musical.
Yeah.
What are the songs? Don't check the wire transfer.
Hygiene passed to my heart.
Cell Block Tango. Telemarketing edition.
It's the ultimate attempt to commodify her crime.
Yes.
But the comments section on this interview is giving her a massive reality check, thankfully.
The fans are not having it.
They are absolutely ripping her apart. They are demanding she pay back the pensioners she scammed, demanding her assets be frozen.
As they should.
The public has not forgotten who she is, even if she thinks she can razzle-dazzle us with a Broadway pitch.
God, the feds really don't mess around, but neither does the internet.
Never underestimate the internet.
However, Jen Shah isn't the only one dealing with the legal system right now.
No, she is not.
Let's pivot from the feds to family court, because reality TV moms are currently fighting for their lives and, for some reason, complaining about it all on Instagram.
The sheer lack of boundaries is staggering. Let's start with Kim Zolciak and Kroy Biermann.
A total nightmare.
Because this divorce has become a never-ending saga of terrible, legally disastrous decisions.
So Kim put out a statement denying that she lost custody of her 4 minor kids to Kroy. She wanted to clear up the, quote, misunderstandings out there.
Right.
And her excuse is wild. She admits they signed a temporary custody order in January that required both of them to participate in 2 counseling sessions a month.
This is standard family court procedure when things are highly volatile.
Very standard. But Kim missed them. And why did she miss her court-ordered family counseling?
Tell us.
Because she was, quote, filming out of the country from February 26 to March 28.
Let's look at this through the eyes of a family court judge.
Please do.
The legal standard in these cases is the best interest of the child.
Right.
The court orders therapy to ensure the parents are mentally equipped to co-parent in a healthy way. Kim claims contractual filming obligations prevented her from attending. She literally said she didn't have days off to attend the sessions remotely.
Not even remotely.
Right. So to a judge, this translates directly to, my reality TV career is a higher priority than complying with a court order designed to stabilize my children's lives.
I snarked so heavily on this when I read it. I couldn't go to court-ordered family counseling to keep my kids because I was filming a reality show. The absolute twisted priorities.
It's a complete failure to read the room, let alone the judge's orders. It shows contempt for the court's authority.
And Kroy is demanding sole custody.
And his core legal argument is her mismanagement of parenting responsibilities.
Oh, there you go.
Honestly, missing mandatory counseling to go film a show hands him that argument on a silver platter.
It really does. He had the kids for spring break, and according to reports, they stay with him until mid-April while she has to catch up on these sessions.
And instead of laying low, she's on Instagram crying that Kroy is just trying to defame her, saying she refuses to be bullied.
Reality TV stars treat family court like a Bravo reunion.
They really do.
They honestly think if they just yell their version of the truth loud enough on Instagram, if they post enough cryptic quotes, the judge will just side with them.
They think public opinion sways a legal ruling.
Kim Zolciak thinks the judge is Andy Cohen, holding a stack of cue cards and asking for her rebuttal. But babes, the judge does not care about your filming schedule. The judge does not care about your talking head look.
The court only cares about the legal document you signed and failed to adhere to. Social media is not a court of law, but it can absolutely be used as evidence against you in one.
Which brings us to another person treating the internet like her personal diary during a legal battle. We need to talk about the secret lives of Mormon wives because Jessie Draper is putting on a masterclass in chaotic, legally risky behavior.
Oh my God, Jessie.
So Jessie is divorcing Jordan Ngatikara, and it is incredibly messy.
Very messy.
Jordan actually filed a restraining order against her on March 20th. So we are dealing with serious legal boundaries here.
A restraining order means there's a documented fear or threat.
Exactly. But what does Jessie do on Easter Sunday?
She posts a sad selfie on her Instagram stories. Caption, first holiday without kids sucks. Happy Easter.
Which, okay, valid human emotion. Divorces are hard. Holidays without your kids are devastating. I feel for anyone in that position.
Absolutely.
But the juxtaposition is what makes it insane. Because right around the same time she posts, highly recommend getting divorced, betrayal.
It's the emotional whiplash. You cannot post crying selfies about missing your kids on Easter, followed up with a cheeky, empowering, highly recommend getting divorced post, and then the absolute piece de resistance.
Yes.
Get caught kissing your castmate's ex-husband.
She was caught kissing Miranda's ex-husband, Chase, at a party on March 26th.
Unbelievable.
And then, to make it even more bizarre, she sends Miranda an apology card and flowers.
She sent a card.
The card literally said, I completely understand you being upset with me, but wanted to send you a little something to let you know I'm thinking about you, and I'm so, so sorry.
Any family lawyer will tell you, when you are in the middle of a divorce involving a restraining order, go dark on social media.
Go completely dark.
Do not post. Do not engage. But reality stars are psychologically conditioned to document every fluctuation in their emotional state.
They can't help it.
They treat real-life legal and family trauma like storyline plot points. Jessie is producing her own life in real time, failing to realize that her ex's lawyers are likely taking screenshots of every single erratic post.
It's exactly what you said, treating life like a storyline. But sometimes, babes, the mess is not a fun storyline. Sometimes the mess is not an Uber Eats ad or a petty Instagram apology card. Sometimes the mess involves the police, and it gets your entire reality TV career nuked from orbit.
And that brings us to the fallout from the domestic violence investigation on Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
This is where the dark reality crashes violently into the produced reality.
We are talking about Taylor Frankie Paul and her ex, Dakota Mortensen.
Right. There is an active domestic violence investigation involving them. And the ripple effect across the entertainment industry right now is massive.
Huge. Let's start with Lisa Vanderpump, because LVP just swept the villa clean.
She really did. Dakota was scheduled to make his Bravo debut on season 3 of Vanderpump Villa. But LVP completely cut him from the cast.
Erased. Lisa went to People magazine and flat out confirmed it.
What did she say?
She said they don't want to shine a spotlight on something so controversial. She said the show has a lot of feel-good factor, beautiful visuals, humor, and sexy time, and they want to leave the dark negativity at the door.
Let's talk about the mechanics of how this happens. Because people think networks can just fire whoever they want, but there are contracts in place.
Right. This is executed via a morals clause in his contract.
Explain the morals clause.
A morals clause is a standard provision in entertainment contracts that allows the network to terminate the agreement without penalty if the talent engages in behavior that brings them or the network into public disrepute, scandal, or involves criminal investigations.
So it's an immediate out.
Exactly. Lisa and the producers enacted that clause to sever ties immediately.
I honestly have to cheer for LVP bringing down the hammer here. It is so rare for reality TV networks to be proactive.
Very rare.
Usually they wait until the PR crisis is insurmountable, or they wait for a literal conviction. But LVP looked at the active police investigation and said, absolutely not on my watch.
Well, she is protecting her brand, but she is also protecting her liability.
That makes sense.
She is trying to avoid another massive lawsuit. Remember the season 2 situation with the Marciano and demisexual misconduct lawsuit?
Yes, that was a disaster.
It was a disaster for the show and the network. LVP and the production company know that harboring someone under an active DV investigation is a legal ticking time bomb.
Oh, totally.
If Dakota were to act out on set, the network could be sued for negligent hiring or failing to provide a safe workplace.
But let me push back on LVP and the industry as a whole here.
Okay.
Isn't LVP being a bit of a hypocrite?
How so?
She built Vanderpump Rules on the backs of people doing terrible, volatile things. Jax Taylor practically had a reserved seat in a police cruiser for years.
He really did.
Bravo specifically seeks out these impulsive, explosive personalities. They cast them for the chaos, to then clutch their pearls and fire them the second that chaos spills into a police report. It feels performative. Do they actually care, or are they just afraid of the insurance premiums?
That is the ultimate tension of reality TV. You are right, the genre demands volatility. But there is a line, and the legal landscape has shifted dramatically post-Me Too and post-lawsuits.
Right.
10 years ago, a network might have filmed the fallout of a DV arrest for a storyline. Today, the vicarious liability is too high.
It's all about the money.
The insurance companies that underwrite these productions will literally refuse to insure a set if a known, legally documented liability is cast. So yes, it might be performative morality, but it is driven by hard financial and legal risk assessment.
LVP treats her shows exactly like she treats her restaurants. If there is a rat in the kitchen, you exterminate it immediately before the health inspector arrives. You don't wait to see if the rat learns to cook. You get it out.
That is dark, but incredibly accurate. And it's not just Dakota losing out. Taylor lost the crown jewel of reality TV.
She did. She was supposed to be the next Bachelorette.
That season was completely scrapped days before the premiere because of the leaked video of the domestic incident.
Scrapped. And on top of that, Season 5 of Secret Lives of Mormon Wives is officially on pause.
When one person's dark, real-world chaos ruins the bag for literally everyone around them.
It pauses a whole production crew's livelihood. The camera operators, the sound guys, the PAs, they are all out of work because of this investigation. If the allegations are true, there has to be a line drawn. We hope the show survives, but only if they handle it right.
Exactly. The show cannot go on when the reality becomes a crime scene.
Amen. Okay, let's take a breath. Let's sip our iced coffees. Let the caramel settle our nervous systems.
Deep breaths.
Because we need to pivot away from the police reports and pay respect to the OGs of reality TV drama, the ones who built this genre.
The legend.
Because some feuds last a literal lifetime and some stars know exactly when to walk away.
We have to start with the feud that will outlive us all and probably outlive the cockroaches. Brandi Glanville versus LeAnn Rimes.
I howled. I literally howled when I read this.
Yeah.
Brandi and LeAnn have famously battled for over a decade, ever since Eddie Cibrian left Brandi for LeAnn. But recently, they seem to be at peace. They were doing the blended family thing, posing for photos at graduations. LeAnn even helped Brandi get a breath coach during Brandi's health issues with the alleged facial parasite and ruptured implant.
It seemed like growth.
A fragile, temporary peace, apparently.
Because LeAnn posted a very emotional video on Instagram of a deep jaw release treatment she was doing.
Okay, tell me about this treatment.
It was with a self-healing group, ironically named Human Garbage. It's a TMJ treatment. Let's explain the physiology here.
Yeah.
In somatic therapy, the belief is that the body, specifically the fascia, the connective tissue stores physical manifestations of emotional trauma and stress.
Oh, wow.
The jaw is a massive tension point. They do intensive facial maneuvering inside the mouth to release this fascia. And LeAnn posted a video of herself sobbing during the treatment, saying healing isn't always quiet.
And Brandi just couldn't help herself. The peace treaty was shredded.
She couldn't resist.
Brandi goes on her Unfiltered podcast and immediately starts shading it. She says she's had it done 1,000,000 times for her TMJ. She confirms it's painful, but then drops the absolute shadiest, most unnecessary line. I think I just have a very high pain tolerance.
The sheer pettiness of that flex. I don't cry during my jaw massages because I'm tougher than you. It is a masterclass in microaggression.
And then she questions why LeAnn would film herself crying and share it. When her co-host gently points out that LeAnn is just being open about her health journey, Brandi just laughs and says, "Oh, like me, it's so weird."
Brandi Glanville is psychologically incapable of letting a moment of vulnerability from her nemesis go unpunished.
It's fascinating from a behavioral standpoint.
The minute LeAnn shows a crack in her armor, a moment of weakness or deep emotional release, Brandi strikes.
I compare Brandi to a volcano that has been dormant for just a little too long.
Oh,
The pressure was building up under the surface of all those polite, blended family photos. She was practically shaking with the need to shade LeAnn. A jaw massage on Instagram was all it took to undo years of intensive blended family therapy.
It proves that some grudges become foundational to a person's personality. If Brandi stops hating LeAnn, a part of her public identity ceases to exist.
Wow, that's deep.
Contrast Brandi's desperate need to stay in the mud with someone like Lauren Conrad.
Elsie, the absolute queen.
Lauren Conrad is officially hanging up her entertainment hat. She's doing the Laguna Beach 20th anniversary reunion on Paramount Plus on April 10th. and then she is done.
None forever.
She told Kristen Cavallari on a podcast that it feels clean to end her career with the exact same people she started it with in 2004.
She literally said she doesn't miss reality TV. She said she enjoyed it. It gave her the life she has now, but she loves just being with her family and living a quiet life.
Good for her.
I have to pose this to you listening. If you had early 2000s MTV money, wouldn't you want to just disappear and live a quiet, highly aesthetic life in a beautiful kitchen?
Absolutely. Let's look at the economics of LC. She parlayed her MTV fame, which, remember, was a different era where the drama was who didn't invite who to Cabo, into a massive lifestyle empire.
Right, like the unaired Cabo fight between Jessica and Dieter that Liz Gately just talked about. They didn't even air it because Dieter asked them not to.
Imagine a reality star today asking a producer not to air a fight.
They would laugh in their face. But Elsie took that tame MTV femme, built her Kohl's lines, her books, her businesses. She built capital, and she gracefully exited to protect her peace.
She realized early on that reality TV is an inherently toxic machine that eventually grinds everyone down.
Exactly. Lauren Conrad looked at the machine, saw what it does to people's souls, said no thank you, and went to go design incredibly pleasant pastel throw pillows.
It's the ultimate victory.
It really is. But Lauren Conrad is escaping reality TV to hide her past and live quietly. For the new girls on the block, reality TV is a shovel, digging up everything you thought was buried 10 years ago.
Let's talk about Rhode Island.
Yes, let's go to Rhode Island.
The Real Housewives of Rhode Island rookie, Kelsey Swanson. Welcome to Bravo, Kelsey. Your skeletons are immediately on display for the world to analyze.
She is fighting off 10-year-old escort rumors.
Internet detectives, who terrify me, by the way, found screenshots from 2016 of a website for VIP escorts.
It's terrifying what people can find.
There is a profile for someone named Alexia Lenz, and it is undeniably using Kelsey's photos. The profile describes her as sexy, classy, and elegant.
The internet never forgets. The Wayback Machine and Reddit sleuths are more thorough than the FBI.
They really are. And the pricing on this profile was listed.
Oh my God, the pricing.
$500 for a 1-hour introduction and $2,900 for 5 hours plus dessert.
Plus dessert, I cannot.
And Kelsey jumps into the Instagram comments to defend herself. She claims she was never an escort, that the pages were completely made up using photos stolen from her social media, specifically a family cruise and beach pics.
Okay, classic defense.
And then she throws in the wildest, most over-the-top detail to try and prove her innocence. State police were involved.
Which is exactly where the defense falls apart from a credibility standpoint.
Completely.
Babes, the state police are not launching a multi-jurisdictional task force over your stolen beach pics from a family cruise in 2016. They just aren't. I'm sorry.
They have real crimes to solve.
Right. Unless it's part of a massive human trafficking ring, the police usually treat stolen photos on a website as a civil matter. It's an IP issue, not a state police sting operation.
It's the classic reality star over-exaggeration to try and add legal legitimacy to a denial. But the fans are pointing out a glaring timeline issue.
Oh, the timeline. Tell us.
Kelsey said on the premiere that she's been with her boyfriend, John Caprio, for exactly 10 years. This website was active exactly 10 years ago. Fans are speculating that this sugar baby era is exactly how she met him.
Look, whether it's true or not, having your past weaponized against you by internet sleuths is basically a rite of passage for a new housewife. You hand over your right to privacy the second you sign that contract and pick up whatever fruit or object they are holding in Rhode Island.
What are they holding in Rhode Island? A clam?
An anchor?
Whatever it is, the moment you hold it, your life from 2016 is fair game.
It is the ultimate Faustian bargain of reality TV. You trade your privacy for the platform. Kelsey is learning that the hard way, just like Amanda and West are learning that PR statements can't stop TikTok, and Jen Shah is learning that a Broadway pitch won't erase a federal conviction.
And that ties this whole chaotic Tuesday morning together. We started with the betrayal of a keyed car, and we journeyed through the betrayals of the Hamptons, the delusion of a prison musical, the legal messes of family court, and the internet digging up 2016 secrets. We survived the post-weekend struggle.
We did. We are living in our Pilates delusion. We are heavily caffeinated, but honestly, we are still mad about the keyed car in their garage.
I will never let it go.
Oh.
We are launching our own task force.
We really are. So we are turning it over to you. Are you struggling this morning too? What are you manifesting in your gratitude journal today?
Let us know.
And seriously, babes, WHO do you think keyed that car? Because I am taking names and taking suspects, I want theories.
Leave your theories in the reviews.
Yes. Rate, review, subscribe, send in your drama. We want to hear all of it. And send this to your most tired bestie who needs a laugh and a distraction today. Thank you to everyone listening for always writing with us.
We appreciate you.
So until next time, remember the ultimate reality TV lesson. You can survive a massive PR crisis, an internet sleuth attack, or even a Monday morning car keying as long as you control your own narrative. Stay shady, stay iconic, and we'll see you on the Snark side.